Welcome back to the Morning Blend. Well, for some of us, an indoor herb garden is just the perfect slice of summer to get us through the long winter. So today, it seems like a long time before we're tending to our veggies and our flowers, but it is not too early to start dreaming and getting our planting going.
That's right. Our gardening expert, Melinda Myers, is sharing her playbook for how to start prepping now for the growing season.
You bet.
Good to see you.
It's good to be here. The gray winter weather, I think, has really taken its toll, and we all are anxious to get started. So things we can do. Get a space ready to start plants from seed. Clear out an area in the basement. Start gathering your supplies. You know, there's some great kits like this from Sue that have all the potting, the seed starting mix right in the cell flats, or you can make your own. We'll talk about that. Check out the catalogs. Beautiful pictures. Always good for the soul.
Now, see, the thing here is everything you're talking about, this is a mood booster.
Yeah,
so it's not
really
just
is.
about doing the work and like getting planning, but I honestly think it's just like planning a vacation. They say the planning and the thinking about it is just as great as actually the going part. So I would think the same is true for this.
It is. You know, if you find gardeners and even people who are borderline, just looking at the catalogs and the beautiful pictures, you're right. Check your inventory. And when I was getting ready, I went, oh, I have a lot of seeds that I better get busy planting. So you may have saved some seeds from last year's, or you may have been ordered some that you didn't use. So check that out.
I never know how to know if they're good, so how can you tell?
You know, one of the fun things that you can do is I started this little test. So we'll open this bag up. I put 10 pea seeds, and these are from 2011. I have to share my bad habits.
10 seeds last years.
I keep mine in the spare refrigerator, a cool place that's consistent, stored in an airtight container. That'll help increase longevity. Some last longer, so I just wrap these in damp paper towel. And I just started this Friday.
What?
But you can see they're already starting to sprout.
Did you think?
I thought they were
thought they were like this and turned into this, didn't you? In that moment you did, didn't you?
I'm really...
When I thought Vinny did that, went to space and grew 3 inches, I was like, whoa, it's working.
Wow, they're peas.
See? They turn from radishes to peas. So we're going to wrap these
So wait,
up.
how do you know that this is good? Because it's green? Or
Well,
is it sprouting
it's already started to sprout.
Oh, there
so
it
I'm
is.
going to
There's
wrap
the
it
little
up.
sprout
It
guy.
takes about a week. So I'm going to check these.
Appreciate it.
I was just going to let you just go.
You know people caught it, so.
So we're going to pop them back in here. I am good, aren't I? So
Those seeds are good.
If you had opened that up and there was a taco in there,
I would have been really good. Next time. So if all of them sprout, we're going to check in a week. Then you can plant according to the directions. If half of them sprout, double it up. So that's a great way.
I like that.
Check the seed packets, because all the information you need to know about when to start is on the back of the seed packet. So just check that out, and it'll tell you when to start it indoors, when to plant it outside.
Okay.
I like that.
And then, so these are radish seeds, and and they're pretty tiny. I mean, no wonder you were surprised, right? Look how little those are.
Yeah, that's itty bitty. Keep holding that if you don't mind, because it's almost like it's not even like the size of a grain of rice.
Exactly. And if you've ever tried to plant radishes in the garden, it's very challenging not to end up putting 100 in a 10-foot row.
Okay.
So you can make a seed. This is a seed sheet, or a seed square. So I took some homemade flour glue.
So this isn't a paper towel?
It is a paper towel.
It is, okay.
So I took flour and water
Almost
to make
look like
this
cheesecloth.
paste. Okay. And then I stuck the seeds at the right space. So I made them 1.5 inches apart and set them on there. It was tedious, but can you imagine doing this in the garden? So if you do square foot gardening, I have a 12 by 12 inch section. I'll lay this in the garden, lightly cover it with soil, water, and they're planted.
So this was just flour and water.
Flour and water,
Kind of a sticky...
exactly.
Now, would you start this now, or are you saying closer to spring you would do that?
You know what? You could start this now. So if you've got a rainy day or you really need a fix, do this, then just roll it up and store it in a cool, dry place until you're ready to plant, which is nice because we have a little more time now than once the season starts. And if you have kids that you need to keep busy, though I think my grandkids might have a lot of seeds in one area.
Okay.
Or you can buy your own. If some of you are going, what are you, nuts? I'm not going to do that. You can buy your own seed tapes.
Yeah. Like, buy it already done.
But it's a fun activity. It's a great way to make your seeds really go further because you're going to space them, and then you don't have to thin, and thinning is a little tedious.
And we wanted to talk about the incubation thing that we got going here in just one second, but we missed the catalogs, and you have this 2017 All-America Selection winners.
Yes,
okay,
exactly.
So these are good things to plant.
So yes, this is celosia, Asian garden celosia, and this is a wonderful one. I thought I was going to have the candelabra, and it's great because it's compact, very floriferous. So Asian garden celosia,
floriferous.
Lots of flowers. This is a nice penstemon, and it's wonderful because it's great for the hummingbirds as well.
Okay. Good for pollinators.
Good for pollinators, which we're all. This is Mad Hatter pepper.
Cool.
So lots of productivity. It's got a citrusy flavor. Gets a little bit of heat, but not much. So it's even the people that don't like it hot will enjoy that.
Kids they look like little Snapchats.
Yes, and this is a wonderful okra. Look at those burgundy seed pods on there. They're tender. So if you've tried okra and your family doesn't like it, that's always been my case.
And these are
a nice
patio tomato, the choice yellow.
Choice yellow. Look at all of those 100 tomatoes you'll get on that, and you can grow it in a nice container.
I like that.
So great way to do that.
And lastly, you know, we're hoping people are getting inspired to take their gardening to a new level. If you have something like this, you can actually work ahead of time to grow seeds.
Exactly. You can grow them in a sunny window, but boy, it's really challenging. It's very challenging.
Challenging for everyone involved.
And you want to keep the lights on for about 16 hours a day, 4 to 6 inches above the top of the seedling. So sprout them in a warm location, move them in the light as soon as they sprout, but keep that light 4 to 6 inches above the top. You'll have stout plants that'll be ready for the garden. And follow the directions on the seed packets, or grow some greens indoors and get a little head start, or start some herbs for a windowsill herb garden.
All right, people can come meet you in person at the Milwaukee Nary Spring Home Improvement Show. That's going on February 18th or 16th through the 19th. The Chicago Flower and Garden Show, which is March 18th through the 26th, and the Realtors Home and Garden Show, which is March 24th through April 2nd, closed on that Monday and Tuesday. But you can always follow along, find all those events and more at melindamyers.com. Thanks, Melinda.
Thank you.
Great as always
a
to
pleasure.
see you. I like doing this topic at this time. That's awesome. Thank you.